Hello everybody, welcome back to Riichi Mahjong. How you doing? I'm as sad as I've ever been, which is pretty sad. If you watched the last video, yeah, it wasn't great. It was not a great performance. Tied together with some bad luck as well. So I thought maybe the curse was broken. I thought maybe after these three games that I played actually quite well, these were just unlucky. This was a whole nother level of unlucky, and the Macker gave me an A-. So, all right, chums, let's do this. Open wide for some Mahjong. I suppose it's Thursday for me, but it's Monday for you because I am recording a whole bunch of videos for the backlog because I'm going away, and I just can't get anything done. I just cannot get anything done these days. Making consistently bad decisions. Right, well this hand is actually very playable, isn't it? Got a pair at the door already. Got the white dragon ready to go. Let's freaking send it. It's gotta be this, right? This is going to be at least a pair / a triplet. I'm not going to turn this into a 2, 3, 4 and something else. Now the question is what do I get rid of? I've got 3 pairs. I suppose I should cut the pair from my strongest shape, but I'm going to want to maybe pawn that, but obviously I'd rather just pawn this, or pawn this would be good. Okay, that's really good. Alright, 7, 9, or let's cut the 7 and the 9, because the 7 suits you to the door. Somebody might engineer a 5, 6 shape in their hand. That's really good, but let's stick with a plan. Maka always likes it when you stick with a plan. Alright, we've been gifted an absolute freebie here. Just need to get it over the line, please.
Jade.
Perfect. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Come on. Cheer me up, Riichi Mahjong. Cheer me up, Riichi Mahjong, because you know if you hand me another ridiculous 4th place loss, I'm liable to never play again. So you are morally obliged to make sure I win at least this hand.
Riichi.
Okay. Let's dance. It's fine. In what world do I fold this? Thank you. Go through these phases of like playing well and losing, playing badly and losing, playing badly and winning. I just can't get over this mental block of like thinking that I'm actually rubbish and that I am a master 1-star precisely because I am rubbish and actually should probably just be an expert 3. Wow. 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. And probably should just be an expert 3, all things considered. You want to I'm not rushing a quick Tanyao hand here. I will throw this, but this is ripe for the chopping block, this 5. It really depends on what we draw around here. You're gonna Khan that, are you? You've Khan 5 Dora. You've Khan 5 Dora. Because you also have the red 5, and you're the dealer. This is extremely dangerous. This is extremely dangerous. I can't risk anything here, can I? I can't risk anything at all. I'm going to follow cut this. I have to fold this. Like, I have to. This is 12,000 points. Plus, you know, could be anything else. I mean, they've not called Riichi yet, I suppose, but they don't necessarily... I mean... Oh, that would be good news. That would be huge news. Well, I guess it's the 1-4 Suji. That just passed, and it's completely safe anyway. Now what is the question? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, all the 5s have gone. Oh, crap. Oh, 4-7 Suji. Should I have done the 4-7 Suji? Maybe. All the 3s. I can see all the 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I could do the 4-7 Suji as well. I don't think I have anything better than this now, is the problem.
Oh.
Okay. Very scared. I can see all the 3s. Very scared. I can see all the 3s, but also I need to be thinking about Toy as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes! Okay, it's fine. Yeah, so like when I look at my stats, I am a stats-based Andy, unfortunately. When I look at my stats, there are very solid periods of time. Oh my god, you threw the 1 that was completely unsafe and was not punished for it. There are very, very good periods of time, chunks of entire time, where I'm playing well. And my stats would imply not even in Tenpai. And my stats would imply, you know, some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes, but kind of awful ones. Would imply some sort of movement into the Master 2, 3, and even beyond region. But then you run into the problem of small sample sizes, right? 100 games of Riichi Mahjong, turns out, is not actually that many games. That's a copy of the Dora. I think I will throw this 1, 2, and I'll throw the 1 first, because a 3 of circles here does help quite a lot. But my hand is kind of clogged up with a lot of bad stuff. Okay, that's a good draw. Now we'll throw this. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes and a loose copy of the Dora. This isn't great. I think the Dora just has to go now. It's just very, very awkward in the hand. Maybe you could argue that getting rid of this is better. And sorry, I've got something in my hand I'm playing with. I don't want that. Don't want that for sure. So, I don't know. I'm just down in the dumps about it. It's fine. I'm not playing anymore after this one. I'm not playing anymore after this recording. And then I'm going away for like 2 nights and then... do I really want to give up this dealer seat? I can see all the 3s now. And a lot of the 2s. And all the 2s, actually. I'm willing to push this for a little bit. That's a triplet of 5s. I don't have Genbutsu. Is this one going to ruin my life? I am Ishanten here. I somehow have to throw this. It's close to the door. I can see all the 5s though. I'm going to try this 9. I think there's a good chance that I have to fold this in a minute. I don't even think I should have done the 9, really. I think actually I'm just really bad at Mahjong. I think actually in retrospect I am just terrible. Why did I throw this unsafe 9? When I could have just thrown this 8, which was just as equally unsafe and doesn't absolutely kill my hand. Like, as if I draw a 7 of... Okay. Can I throw this? I can't really, because how do I ever get to throw this? I've already ruined this, haven't I? I've already ruined this. Plus I've got this 7-8 arm inverted with the Dora, so... I'm just bad. I'm just bad, it turns out. I'm not doing that. Oh, that's not fast. This might deal in somewhere else, but whatever. No, I'm just bad at Mahjong. Yeah, good for you. You also weren't folding, I suppose. Well, what was my hand was kind of nothingy for a while as well, wasn't it? It wasn't even Tanyao until I got rid of those that 1, 2, 3. So you know, probably not worth dealing into anything too crazy there. I don't know. You push and you deal in, you get punished. You fold, you don't get any points, you get punished. Well, what are you supposed to do? How are you even supposed to play this game? Oh, 4 wins terminal draw. Wow, I don't see that every day. Wow. And my hand was terrible, so yeah, that's good. And hey, a free Honba. Actually, does that count as a Honba? Yeah, of course it does, because you sumoed. Yeah. So that does count. That does count. I was thinking maybe this was from the hand before, but no, actually you won that hand. You're going to pawn the 1 of characters, are you? That's concerning. Alright, you don't have the greens. Alright, what are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. 2 pairs. Let's get rid of this. 2 readily throwing, with 2 readily locking in pairs we learnt last time. That's a really good draw. I think I want this to be my pair now, but I am going to chuck this because I do have this 5, 6. I do have 7, 8, 9 and 5, 6 over here. Like, I could make this my pair. Do you have all terminals? Wow. That's a concern. How much do I trust this? This would be devastating if it deals in. It would be devastating if it deals in, wouldn't it? Alright, let's try this. And then we'll do the East Wind. You are absolutely... I've drawn a 9 of circles, folks. Drawn a 9 of circles. You've lost your mind. You have absolutely lost your mind. Why did you do that? Did you have nothing else? You're not a bad player. You're actually really good. You're actually really good. You must have had a good reason for that. You must have had an extremely good reason to do that. It's South 1 already. It's been 14 minutes and it's South 1. Okay. I mean... Lots of terminals in this hand, wouldn't you agree? 8, 8, 9, 7, 9, 8, 8, 9, 1, 3. It's awkward.
Pon. Ah, tsumo desu.
What is happening?
Tsumo, hatsu.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't reach you that, although... It's 15 minutes into the video and it's South 2. And I've drawn absolute trash, once again. Is it going to happen again? It's going to happen again! Twice in one video! Holy red 5s. This 9. Tanyao. Riichi? Actually?
Oh.
You can't do that. 1, 2, 3. Sad. I guess I should keep that, right? Kills Tanyao, but a 7 of circles is very good. What are you doing? Other than upsetting me greatly. That's the Dora. Alright, it's Tanyao. It's Tanyao time. Let me just pawn anything. Let me pawn anything. Chi this. Deal into big 3 dragons. No, you've thrown a red. Chi this. Pawn this. This is the only thing I wouldn't pawn. I could even pawn this 6. My hand is insanely good, considering when you look at my discard pile, I've done nothing but discard honors and terminals. But I kind of drew my hand this good, right? Don't even talk to me. Alright, just don't talk to me. I am literally cursed, okay? I'm not allowed to... That doesn't help me. Oh, God, just... It knows. It just knows. Riichi Mahjong... What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, I would have thrown a 1 character, so I guess I should be grateful, but at the same time... I feel like this is maybe 7, 8 videos. 7, 8 videos that have just been... Oh, I did post that first place. I did post that first place. That have just been relentlessly awful from start to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4 shapes. I guess I don't need this. I guess I should keep the middle tiles. Okay, now we'll throw this. 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku. Alright. There's some movement here. Okay. Double-sided weights it is then.
Oh.
Wow. Do I even pawn the reds now? Probably. I probably do. I want to keep the game moving. We're very close. Very close to first place. Red Dragon 1 Dora is more than good enough. I should keep that, but what do I throw? The 6, 7, I suppose. Get out of my stupid hand, memes. Stick with the plan. The dealer has just pawned 3 copies of the Dora, but at the same time, they do not seem to have a valid hand, whereas my hand is suddenly incredibly good. I'm not sure I would Riichi in the face of this. I'm not sure I would Riichi in the face of this. It really depends on what we get and how we get it. That is Suji. But can you trust Suji in this situation? I think it's fine. I'll ruin my life. It's fine. If you're single tile waiting for this, then I guess you got it. That's bold. Okay. That's very, very interesting. Oh, God. I have to Riichi this, or otherwise I don't have a Yaku. Should I do this so that I don't throw the red dragon into you? Nah. Ah! Ah! You won't fold, I suppose, is the easy thing. Oh, it's fine. I'm not sure that was correct. I'm not sure that was right. I'm not sure you Riichi into a dealer's open 3 Dora hand, but at the same time, if it's got to be, if the only way it can be valid is Toy Toy or Honours and Terminals, then maybe it's fine. Dear Yostar, please make it so that there are more good tiles in the wall and opening hands, because frankly I'm sick of it. Frankly, what is happening is ridiculous. It's fine, I shouldn't complain. I am in first place. Hooray! I'm in first place, and I feel just as bad. I'm a perfectionist, I guess. Really, is the only 2 ways about it. I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. I have 5 pairs in my hand. You've opened your hand an awful lot. You weren't even in Tenpai that hand before. Were you? This is far too high. You've played so many games as well. Maybe we should just be thinking about the fact that I've not actually played that much Mahjong in the grand scheme of things. I'm a relative newcomer. The thing is I can't lay on that forever. Like, I can't sit here. No. I can't sit here 1,200 games into my career and be like, well, I am still new. But there's 400 games. The thing is, right, there's 450 odd games on my spreadsheet. How do I feel about this? Actually, I feel totally fine with it. Okay, time to fold. That's interesting.
Riichi.
How do I not have a safe tile? There are 400 odd games on my spreadsheet, and at the beginning of my spreadsheet, I was Master 2, and I still don't really feel like I knew what I was doing back then. I really need to be paying attention to your Sumagiris and your Tadashis. Really need to be paying attention. Like, that is concerning, isn't it? You've changed your weights after the 7 has come out. Did you change, or did I just see the 5 of characters and 5 of bamboo and lose my mind? See, that's a change, but that's not a safe tile. So, okay, that's really good for me actually, because that's the closest point player to me, and they've just given away a Mangan to somebody else who is very far away from me in points. So it's actually really good news for me. I got to Master 2 basically just on pure luck. And now push has come to shove. And I actually have a... That's the Dora. I'm throwing the Dora. It's that situation, folks.
Pong.
Okay, you've got it. That's fine. Just now don't deal into you. Easy. Now push has actually come to shove, and I have to play a higher volume of games. What the hell is this? 1, 2, 3, a 3, 4, a 6, 7, 8, a pair of ones. Is it this one? Is it this one? But what if I get 1, 2, 3, a Peku? I don't need 1, 2, 3, a Peku. I need tile acceptancy and value. And 1, 2, 3, Sanshoku. Would I open my hand for 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku in this situation? Slightly concerned.
Pong.
Giving away a Mangan here is interesting because it does kind of... Alright, okay. I think I have to fold. I think I have to fold? Yeah, I think I'm out. I will finish this anecdote in a minute. Now I've played a higher volume of games and things have evened out, then clearly over those averages I am.
Kan.
In the kitchen, Meg. But also, let's not forget that we almost...
Tsumo.
Oh god, I thought I dealt in. I thought the one of bamboo had dealt in and I almost had a heart attack. Almost had a freaking heart attack. They've got 3 door as well. Have I come second? I've come second! Alright, fine. Was I not supposed to straight up throw the red dragon Dora there?
Yeah.
That to me is a textbook situation of make sure nobody else has any value. And unfortunately it backfired slightly in the fact that the player across from me had a pair of them in their opening hand. Which is like the one thing you don't want to happen, right? And that's the whole reason you throw the red dragon, is so that it reduces the chance that anyone gets a triplet of it down to such tiny numbers. So and that's exactly what you want. And then just it turns out, oh my god, you had 3 Dora because you can't. You ruined my life. You ruined my life. You can't into 3 Dora over here. Oh, for God's sake. B minus. A plus. What was so bad with what I did? What was so bad about what I did? Can't 5%. God, Riichi Mahjong. S. By the way. Oh, look at this, 40%. I mean, it's not 51% admittedly, but still. Alright, fine, whatever. An exhaustive draw B? You want me to follow cut this too, because it is safe. No, I did follow cut the 2 because it is safe, and you want me to just keep going? I suppose. You gave me a B for you gave me a B here. Oh, now all of a sudden this is a bad idea. Alright, whatever. I'm not going to read too much into a hand where we got a B and because we had to fold into dealer 5 Dora. Why did I do that? 4-7 Suji. Because I had no Genbutsu. But like the 1 is fine. Doesn't like the 9 either. It was a rough spot. That was a rough spot. Okay, let's not read too much into that then. Oh my god, can we... Also, this was an A+, and 2 of my hands would have been just instant S pluses because of the 4 wins draw. So the fact that it's still averaged out to only an A+ means... There must mean there's a horrendous thing. No, it's not. There's a B- here. Maybe you don't like this late Riichi. Yeah, you really hate it, in fact. You actually really hate it. Oh my god, this could have ruined my entire life, I suppose. It's close though. Actually, it's the best. It's not the best decision of a bad bunch, but it is a bad bunch of decisions. 20, 20, 14. It's not very safe into you at all. It doesn't approve. It simply doesn't approve. Does it approve how I built my hand? Really? Oh, you don't want me to have this. I feel like in the last game I was chastised for locking in pairs too soon. And I came 4th and it was brutal. I got an A- from the engine and I was really upset. So I made the conscious effort here to go, oh, this is a 5-6-6. This is a big block. That's good, right? And then my other blocks are 3 sets of double-sided shapes. So I'll cut, and I'm not going to cut the one with the red 5 in it, and I want to keep the one with the terminal tile in it, in the weights, so I'll cut the 6-7. And it ended up being so obscenely incorrect. Well, again, it's not obscenely incorrect, is it? It's 23, 20, and 24. I really shouldn't be reading too much into these kinds of decisions. What I really should be doing is reading into... I mean, yeah, this isn't safe. You're not in Tenpai. You don't have the greens. You don't have the souths. You don't have the easts. I suppose you could have them closed. You could have you could have the east closed. You could have no, because there's one there as well. So your only other valid Yaku at this point is all triplets, which this could be. This could be, admittedly. The other thing with this decision, right, and maybe this is extremely wrong, is that you can't the 5 of circles in South 1 and then East 1. East 2? East 2. And didn't even finish in Tenpai. So, a lot of me, and maybe this is wrong, but this is my justification for this, and this is something that the engine is never, ever, 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 ever in a million years going to take into account. That I just think that you're an overly aggressive player, and I just thought that you were leaning into something that you just didn't have yet. I can't actually find the hand anymore. A-, this one? No? Where's it gone? Ah, this one, because it's the 9, yeah. You just had something that you know, like... Because I can't imagine pawning the 1s is, right? Oh my god, you had 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. Pawn in the ones might be right because you've got the 2 red dragons. Yeah, it's very close. And then the Dora, like, you've already opened your hand at this point. That's so sad. That's so sad. You cut this because it's dangerous, and then you immediately draw into it, and you potentially then have Toy Toy. Nailed.
Long.
So I won that hand. But I got a B- because I threw a dangerous tile into you, and I knew that you didn't have big 3 dragons. Well, you could have had big 3 dragons, but the point is I don't draw a red dragon and throw it into you and deal into big 3 dragons. Like, it's not possible. Because if you've got 2 and I've got 2, then you don't have it. I could deal into a half flush, I suppose. I didn't really consider a half flush up here because of this 3 came out. This 3 came out so early. I should have stayed. I should have probably stayed Damaten, but whatever.
Long.
I was reading the table. Can you say that? Is that fair enough to say that? You were both being very, very aggressive all game, so I was just reading the table and just thought I'll just call a Riichi. Neither of you are going to fold. And then an S plus, and then an S, and then you canned and ruined my life. All right. I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm just upset. I need a break. I'm not playing any more than 3 games of Mahjong a day is the problem. Like, I'm deliberately very much limiting myself so that I don't get burnt out and rage queue and stuff like that. But I'm not queuing for Battle of Clairvoyance. Those games are very mentally taxing on me, and this video's already been long enough. What I will do though is I will quickly copy this into Mortal, and we will see what Mortal says about it, just because I like to give you that transparency. Because an A+, as we went through the log in the last video over both engines, and yeah, so this is an 86.2 from Mortal with an 8.2 1% move rate. That's 12 out of 145 moves, which is within what I consider to be my threshold for acceptability, that 8% region, because you're always going to get some 1% moves that are just opening terminal, discard order, and then you're also going to get some 1% moves that are very minor folding decisions. You know, you'll follow cutting and the engine's like, you could follow cut this and fold, but also I'm just going through some of it now. Yeah, why did I do that? So this hand, the hand in East 3 where I threw the 9 of bamboo, thinking that I would sort of push the hand ever so slightly. It doesn't approve of that. It wants me to throw the 1 of characters and then the 2 of characters. The 9 of bamboo it considers possibly too risky. 4 wins draw. Just trying to find a good example here of. I actually can't find a good example of it giving me a 1% move rating for something that seems very inconsequential in retrospect. So maybe I do actually need to. Go back to the drawing board. How does it feel about me throwing the Red Dragon Dora straight into that? It doesn't like it. It doesn't not like it, but it doesn't like it. It's not a less than 1% thing. It's but it's very low. The rest of it's fine. 90, 98, 99. Well, it doesn't like me throwing the 4 of bamboo when I did, despite me folding into the player across from me's 3 Red Dragon 3 Dora. $82, 99, 95. Actually, Immortal doesn't really like me folding here at all by the looks of it, because I follow cut the 3 of characters as well, and it doesn't like that. It wants me to throw the 7 of bamboo for some reason. I don't know, basically. I don't know. Mahjong's really difficult, okay? Can we just... Let's... Before I go on my break, which for you is going to make no difference at all, because for you this is Monday's video and I'm going to be back tomorrow. But for me, I'm not going to be playing Mahjong for like 3 or 4 days at this point. So just for me, as a mental exercise before I go here on my break, let's admit that Mahjong is very difficult. It has a lot of variance. It's also exceedingly hard to differentiate between a bad decision that worked, a good decision that didn't work, a bad decision that didn't work, and a good decision that worked. You know? Like, it's exceedingly complicated. One of the things I was going to say before I got distracted was that at one point we almost demoted. You know? So these 1840 ELO points, and when at one point we were on 2,500 and 2,700, that is net gain. That is consistent, good, winning Mahjong. You don't gain that much ELO from playing like an idiot. I lost that much ELO from playing like an idiot. I'm prepared to admit that because I've got the data in my spreadsheet that shows me. I've got the data here that says, you know. I'll show you this chart actually. Let me show you this chart. This one was very. I was happy to see it. Okay, this one. So this is all of my games in the spreadsheet, which is 467, which is a lot of games. Broken down by month. And what Maka grade I got. Now Maka grades, you know, we know that these are they can be a little bit squiffy. But what this shows, and I think this shows this quite well, is that my standard of play is improving and has improved. Like, yes, in November there weren't that many games. There were only 25 games because I only started this spreadsheet in late November. But if we look at how many A pluses there were as a percentage of my games, you know, 20, and then in December 26.5, and we look at the S's and the S the S minuses and the S plus, 36, 45, 45, 42, 42, 39, 44 already in June, you know. And then we also look at the A minuses, you know, 22%, 16%, 19%, and then really shrinking down here. It's gone back up again recently, but you know. And then the hard S's as well as a percentage. 16%, 14%. There is definite improvement happening here. So in amongst all of the variance and all of the bad days and all of the complicated hands, there is improvement. It's just a slow freaking process, it seems to be. Now maybe that's just cope. Maybe I'm just giving myself cope here. A big healthy dose of copium. But like, and then the other one is this one is a bit worse recently because of how much of a hit we've been taking, but this is the ELO for the whole spreadsheet. Right? This is my ELO gain since I started the spreadsheet. Now we had a bit of a climb here, and then this is where I just completely, like, I finally realized that I was bad, and I just dealing in all the time, and I was poor tile efficiency, and I lost, look at this, I lost 1500 ELO over the course of like 2 weeks. Because I tilt queued, and I just completely lost the plot, and I thought, well, I'm due now, surely. And you know, so even given this horrendous thing down here, the trend line is still going up. We fought back, we had a bad run. We fought back, we had a bad run. We fought back, we had a really bad run. We fought back, we're having a bit of a bad run. So, you know, we'll get there. It's fine. The game is hard. The game is complicated. The game has a lot of variance. trend line is still gone from minus 15,000 elo. You know, like, look at when I first started this sheet. When I first started this sheet, I was having the worst time in my goddamn life. Very first game on the spreadsheet, minus 207 elo, and then I won, and then third, fourth. You know, like, so that chart is this elo sum here. And it's just, when I first started this spreadsheet, it was just blech, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Fourth, third, fourth, third. So we just have to weather these storms. And there's another chart. Let me find it. I actually can't find it, but it's basically this. It's basically like this, except goes up and down a lot more. You know, it just. I spent so long looking for it, I've actually forgotten the point of what I was trying to say. But alright, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know with a like or a comment. And if you want to see more Riichi Mahjong, be sure to subscribe. Other than that, I will see you in a few days. You will see me tomorrow. I may remember to at least log in every day and get my rewards and stuff. Although I think I've already got a lot of these sorted. Yeah, I think I probably just log in once when it happens. And yeah, alright, cool. Take it easy. See you next time. Bye-bye.